Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for our project about the stars of LeWitt. I hope that you enjoy this project as much as I did getting it set up. I really loved this art. I loved the impact that the shapes have and the colorful effect. I thought it was so cheerful, and I was really excited to find that clip that showed it kind of in real life to share it with us. So a couple things we'll talk about today is we are going to be talking about concentric shapes, which means one shape within another. And also we're thinking about symmetry. So everything in our drawing is going to be symmetrical, and we're going to be using a little bit of our math techniques to be able to do that and achieve that symmetry. So one thing I'm going to share is that you'll basically need something to use as a straight edge. It can be a ruler itself, it could be the edge of a folder. For me, so much for organizing my art space at the very beginning. My family and I, we share all of our things, so I'm down to using the edge of my little paint tray here as a straight edge. That's what I use today. So whatever you have will totally work. And I'll show you how we're going to go ahead and get started on our star. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to create your line. So you've got one line straight down the center, two going diagonally across, and one across the midline, okay? And all I did was I kind of estimated, again, because I use this as my straight edge, I did not measure. I just kind of estimated where the center was, and then making that T, okay, with that going right across and tracing that edge, just going right across there. And then going diagonally, once you have those set up, becomes a lot easier. So again, just twisting that around, and I made my lines that way. Now I wanted to practice this a little bit so that it wasn't too messy when I showed it to you. So the first thing I did, I'll go step by step, is I started with the top point. I found that was the easiest place to start. I went diagonally down across each side. Then I made a triangle within the next set of lines, a little triangle here. Then I made a triangle, but this time I made it so that the line cut through the center. Okay, a line of symmetry through the center. Okay, same thing on the other side. Now, to make the concentric stars, what you have to do is you have to move out a little bit. We don't have to measure. Don't worry about measuring or anything. We can just kind of estimate. I moved my pencil out a little bit, and what I did was I did the same line. I did the same angle and the same diagonal, okay? Then I went through, did my triangle shape over here. I did my triangle shape that goes through the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to match the line that I did over here. Bring that down. Okay, it's not perfect and my pencil's a little in need of a sharpen. So I'm gonna just do that and I'll show you. Okay, so again, I just did the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of match this line, this angle that I created down here. So I'm gonna do that again, bringing it in a little bit, then my triangular shape, and then last but not least, my other diagonal line, okay? So you'll see, without really measuring, without using a ruler, I was able to get something that is pretty symmetrical. Again, not exactly perfect, but pretty close, okay? And that's what we're going for in this project. I don't want it to be exact. I don't want it to be perfect. We're using it as inspiration, and we're doing the very best we can with what we have, okay? So again, this is our work for this week because this is going to take a bit of time. And once you're done with this, then next week we will think about adding in our color patterns. So I hope this helps you get started, and I cannot wait to see your beautiful work once it's all done and we applied our color next week. All right, take care. Thanks for joining me.